Clickety clack, clickety clack. Yes, chat, I am here. I am here. I just got had a little conversation with Doug. He shared the link with me, so we'll have a game. Actually, I can get the middle of this game one here. So let me do the switch here. Can you guys see my stream all right? Can you see me? Can you see the game? I think I have it worked out. If my audio sounds bad, let me know. I can try fixing it too. But here tonight for our online locals, we had a total of like 69, 70 players, I think it was, which is one of our, I think it's our second largest one. Our first one was the largest, but this is our largest since then. And we get to emphasize something really cool. Hey, how we doing, man? How we doing? uh, yeah, so we get to emphasize the top cut. We actually have a little bit of capabilities of improving this long run, and there's always going to be things we're doing to change the pace of how we're running these tournaments, and our goal is to constantly improve. And one thing that we've had from so many of you guys is, can we please have a top cut stream? Well, guys, here we are, top cut stream for tonight's tournament. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my second screen real quick here. Poop, sorry about that. So tonight's Top Cut. What actually made Top Cut for our basically 70-player tournament? In our top 8 players, we have, let's see, we have 2 wing players, 1 League Militia deck, 3 One-Year War Zong decks, a red-green Celestial Being, and a purple-red Aggro. All pretty different decks. I will say it is leaning a little bit more into like aggro taking over, but that's kind of what happens when you have a super greedy like start of a format. It looks like that we did have the resolution for our game one here of a one-year war taking it. Yeah, and I'll kind of be figuring this out as I go along too, so I'll try to get all the hiccups taken care of as we're moving along. And let's see, should have a few other games I can cast at the same time. Yeah, here's our Celestial Being player here in Top Cut also. Looks like they are probably in the middle of their game two. Boop, boop, boop. Yes, this is game two. So game two here, we have red, green, Celestial Being, and I believe the other person is on Wing. Let me triple check that. Yeah, it's Wing. I guess it's the only deck that has Ale Strike and Top Cut. Yes, let's go. I know. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Hope we're enjoying this. So, talking about the actual gameplay and the format that we're kind of coming into for GD04. Um, this is from Eagle's perspective. Feel free to drop comments in chat. GD03 was a pretty well-defined format. You either played blue-purple, or you played a deck that countered the blue-purple. There's a couple decks like in the middle every once in a while that made it through. Like that's really what you saw, and that's because Gundam's like not even a year old. There's not a lot of full archetypal decks yet. What do I mean by that? Clan's an archetypal deck. You do a lot of things based on traits. Clan's a very archetypal deck. Like I said AUG is a pretty archetypal deck. It's not fully there. Vulture, Vegan, super archetypal. Uh, but not even a year in, we don't really have a great way to say, hey, we're supporting this theme of deck, this style of deck. And so that's why Blue Purple just kind of really took over. It had the highest quality cards. And the aggro cards just happened to be a lot higher quality than the non-aggro cards. GD04 kind of changes that. As we can see, Red Green Celestial Being is probably, if and you can let me know if I'm wrong, chat. I think it is the first deck that is meta relevant in terms of like trait and archetypal that does not use Kira or Amuro. Two cards that were pretty much like the feature cards of saying pile decks are good. You're kicking yourself for playing Clan Sign? Don't feel like that, man. Like part of these tournaments is to have fun. Here, let me. And like honestly, if you're enjoying yourself, that's what matters the most in these tournaments. Yes, you can play for prizing, but it's meant to be very low barrier. And honestly, just a way to get into the game. We have a lot of people that after we did our very first online locals tournament, they joined our webcam locals. And seeing the join the webcam locals after playing these online locals, just showing like, hey, we know how to run these tournaments, really gave a boost of confidence to like how we run things here, but also showing like, hey, there is benefits to having these online events too. So having them in the mix is a really strong thing to feature. Your unicorn deck did decent tonight. Hey, that's great to hear, Dragon King. How'd you finish? I was actually really impressed because I was looking at our vulture decks after like round two, round three, and I think the best one was like X2. Oh, hello, cat. This is my cat. This is Waffles. You'll see his tail pop up every once in a while. But like I was like, man, I love giving the bounty decks, but when I see the bounty decks like struggle like really bad, I don't feel great about. I want players to have fun playing the bounty decks. Hey, you finished 50%. Nice. Congrats, man. Yeah, I know. We need to get some Gundam emotes made and created. But talking about the actual game itself, because I've kind of been just yapping as a whole. Um, so we're looking at this board state. Wing is down on card economy in hand, and they are able to go for game there, actually. Um, I think your biggest highlight as Celestial Being into Wing is that First Strike Curios. I mean, it's like the highlight card of your deck. It's so good people are using Bridge Crew to emphasize it. Because if you're able to get First Strike with Bridge Crew, it doesn't feel like a pure -1 like you would have before, because you actually have to trade your bodies. It's like if you do a 2 for 2 with Bridge Crew before First Strike ever came out, you're doing 3 cards to get 2 cards. But now you have First Strike, you don't feel like you have such a negative value because they have to trade 2 more cards in addition after you do your First Strike swing. Doug, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you in the background sending me these links just so we can go watch, spectate next game. We're just kind of hopping around all the top cut games right now. If there's something that's like really catching y'all's eyes, I'll do my best to emphasize them. Yeah, it's really easy to like get in a groove where you're just playing as fast as you can and you accidentally hit a misplay. Like I get that entirely. The League Militia deck is honestly like one of the coolest in archetype traded decks that's come out lately. Just the fact that you have a full engine that can pretty much run whatever you need in terms of like board fight. The fact that you have unicorns you're topping, you can go for board clears and board combat. The fact that your League Militia guys keep generating these tokens that can do trades gives you really good mid game. But also, you have the option of being fairly aggressive also. The pants can't go for face, the parts can't go face. But you can make them blockers and protect your guys that are swinging face. And I just love how efficient it is on board. I think your biggest weakness is probably decks that run, as we can see here, the ping and the removals. So, like, I think if it went against blue purple, it might struggle a little bit also. But also, there is the potential that, hey, they can generate so many pants that they eventually get to trade. So, how are we all feeling about GD04 format, though? Kind of like I was saying at the beginning, we're moving away from like these full pile decks into a format where we get to play the actual archetypes. We get to play the decks that emphasize cards that follow like the more thematic line. I think that's Delta Plus art, right? Yes. Oh my gosh, that was a loud ping. Sorry if you guys heard that. Ravage, that's totally fine, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think Clan will be really good one day. It probably needs one solid wave of support to get there, but it has a lot of pieces going for it, and it's probably one of the more fun starter decks to play. Like out of the box, I think your STO9 with the options for red white or red purple, I think that's a really fun starter deck to start with. But I think Clan is also just as fun. The biggest difference is like your starter deck 9 can actually become like a low tier 1, high tier 2 deck. Kind of depends where Destiny ends up. I'm personally leaving Destiny around like an upper tier 2 deck. I don't use half tiers myself. But Clan's just like, it's a little bit further. It's like tier 2. Tier 2 being nice. Let's see. Yeah, board state's pretty set there. Let's see. How is our top cut bracket looking? It looks like everyone's either hopping game 2 or hopping game 3 right now. Let's see what we can grab for you guys. I think this should be the same link still. Uh, can we get this much? Okay, guys. Anyways, while we get that pulled up, let me go ahead and pull up our bracket for tonight so you guys can kind of see what we're looking at here. So for round one, top cut, we have Adriano already taking over Moonrose. Adriano, if I remember correctly, was a 1-year war. Yeah, 1-year war player. So that's Zong, the new top in for Char decks. I say Char decks because there is the option to play him in blue green, but also you could play him in green white just because you have Quattro, which is Char. I mean, not Char. Yeah. Back in terms of pairings for our top cut, let's see. We're in game 3 of Melissa versus Dave Yu. Dave Yu is wing. Melissa is red green CB. I want to see if we can get that link here. But yeah, right now MSA has it's basically in like a hidden mode for like spectating, and grabbing the game links is the only way we can watch those games. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I know Doug's working hard in the background helping me out with that. Thoughts on the format so far? Anything seem like it's tier 0? Dragon King, it's way too early to say tier 0. You can say strong contenders for tier 1. Because tier 0, in my mind, has to be over 60% of a top cut, which Blue Purple was starting to hit that. The only reason it didn't is because you could build super anti counters super hard. But right now, if I were to say what are the tier 1 decks, I think 1-Year War is really slept on. Honestly, Zong is a crazy card. Having a 2-card combo make 4 bodies is really insane, not to mention one of them has high maneuver. You've been a big fan of clan decks and will recommend it to newer people if they want something cheaper to start with. Yeah, it's really cheap. Clan is cheap, just because of its power level. You're not going to see people like going crazy high in the demand. You have to just really like the deck if you're playing it. The biggest missed piece from clan is a 2/1 drop base breaker that isn't Zaku. Yeah, you only have one low level body, so it's a little harder. Oh, I got the game now. Boop boop. Thank you, Doug. For anyone who doesn't know, Doug is the person that's behind Mobile Suit Arena. He does all the dev work on it. So one card here I really want to emphasize, I'm surprised doesn't see more play right now. I guess it's because Red's not played as often. This Gundam Exia, it's actually really crazy. You think Unicorn will be good with time? Yeah, Unicorn cards are good. It's like, don't get me wrong, the Unicorn cards are good. It just needs a different format. With Neo Zong being really good, it's probably going to make Unicorn struggle to shine. Because your gimmick with Unicorn is having these big satted bodies get value. But if Neo Zong exists in a format, your bodies are going to get cleared before you can like really farm that. So you're really praying to dodge that matchup. On paper, at least, that's how I see it. Anyways, so I was talking about, sorry, this Gundam Exia. This card's so insane against aggro decks. It's like, if you end up seeing a bunch of aggro decks, it doesn't just get a 1-for-1 like close combat. When you play close combat in red decks, you are guaranteeing yourself a 1-for-1 and nothing more. In fact, you can guarantee yourself a 2-for-1 sometimes by using close combat and then trading a body. This Exia allows you to ping away a small body and then swing into another one, or you can ping into one and swing in the same one and get a 1-for-1. You've been swapping in and out of red green celestial being builds you've been trying. Yeah, I think it's something that if you see aggro in the format, we didn't really see that at the start of the format. Everyone's like, dude, we don't have to play aggro. We can try all these archetypes and decks and play a slower game. And when you see that, it's like whoever plays the better slow game, which is like the more greedy decks, the most top in, the most value cards. That's when aggro gets the chance to like run on through the format, right? And there is ways to build it. Like white red can still exist with Neo Zong. They dropped close combats and improved techniques though. They don't really have a way to deal with early level bodies besides just playing a blocker and prey. But one thing I want to emphasize right now on this board state, yes, we're staring down a bunch of low-level blockers, and yes, our Celestial Being player has a big hand size. The big thing you're going to be looking for to capitalize this matchup as CB is your Alleluia package. Getting first strike against all these small bodies basically guarantees you're going positive in card economy. Let's see, what's in our trash here? Yeah, we don't have any yet. We did have a search with Tactical Visionary, so we at least searched for one card. And we have a lock on going to hand here, which means our Dynamis can start farming value. Uh, I know you played the 3/3 Dynamis. You probably play the starter deck one, and you probably play the Breach. You probably play all the Dynamis, right? Oh, he's actually rushing us down. We might be stuck with high-level units in play. So what's our out if we're being rushed down as CB? We have a guaranteed swing. I'm pretty sure Exia only hits level 2 or lowers, I think is its issue against this board spot, right? Yeah, level 2 or lowers. So he can't hit any pings here with it. So you're going to trade the 2/3 into the damage 2/4s, which is fine. Or you can get rid of the hero link, same thing. You get rid of a body. You're not living a swing anyways. If you end up having a link, I believe your links cost 4 at minimum. It's a 3 and a 1. It means you have 2 resources open, which I don't think CB has any blockers, so they could just be getting rushed down here and not have a way to counteract, because if I had to guess, they probably skipped their first couple of turns, not having a lot. And the fact that hero generically links to the heavy arms, pretty big. Yeah, so there's our Curious Hallelujah. That's a 4 resource play. We get first strike, and I know we get card draw. Is it just on destroy? Yeah, you have to basically destroy a unit, and you get a draw CB from deck. Silver Bowl is something that you need to test more of. You think 2 is enough, but you don't have enough space since you're playing both Ready Unit deck for Banshee Norn to help clearing boards. So, Silver Bullet is a crazy card. It is a crazy card in the fact that it counters blue purple entirely. It actually really slows down the red decks too. And it is something I would expect to see get more value too. This gets extra HP. Oh, it reduces it by 1. Okay, so it does live a trade, so you can get a little bit more value. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Like, we have to go against 2 bodies still. And if he has a link, we insta lose here. The only issue I have with Silver Bullet is the fact it's a level 5 blocker. If you're going against an aggro deck, yes, it's great to not be pinged down, but if you're not blocking the early swings, you're not blocking to stay alive yet. Like, they get at least, what, like 2-3 turns of running through you. And we see 2 blockers come down. CB can stay in this still, because they're not getting linked for game. So for CB to stay in the game here, a base would be a strong start. A Dynamis lock-on link can address one of the standing units. I mean, if you get rid of... Your first 2 things you have to clear if you can is the heavy arms and the silver bullet. The reason you have to get rid of those is because they can break a base by themselves. Yeah, so there's our lock-on, so we should be trading in silver bullet now. Yep, block happens. Yeah, because you can still block those direct attacks. Yeah, an 11 card hand. Yeah, drew for turn going up to 11. It's at the end of turn is when you check for the hand size. Yeah, you just have to have a base. That's your last out you can have because you can trade into the guys. It's fine. Or bridge crew. I guess bridge crew gets you there too, right? You just bridge crew and hope they didn't get a link. And I don't think bridge crew is traded. I know we had one in live. I don't know what's burst. Is it burst effect to go to hand? Okay, it has to be burst go to hand because we don't have it in our trash. So we have a bridge crew in hand that can go over silver bullet with one of the other bodies. No, okay. Well, I guess we did first strike. Oh, we had to do that to get rid of the 2/4. Yeah, 11 card hand also because Alleluia lets you draw cards out of archetype. Crazy. Okay, so we have gotten to a board state where we're not dead yet. But if you guys ever play like the Pokemon games, like when you get to like red HP, you hear the doo 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 sound. That's what I'm kind of thinking of right now. That's how our CB players probably feeling. Oh, they're actually opting to trade here? Or no, it was blocking. It blocked the swing into piecemealing. I see, I see. Yeah, just trying to get as much value from Silver Bullet here as possible. Yep, so we're getting rid of this first strike body. I mean, I think they're fine with that. They drew, what, like 3 cards from the Alleluia, so they definitely got their cards value. So okay, this is our next problem. Wing 0. So, Wing 0, in order to play against a Wing 0, even though, like, you don't care about the board state, you have to have bases in your hand. Because we don't have shields that, like, soak up the high maneuver swings. Oh, I guess we could bridge crew into it, right? Yeah, we're bridge crewing into it. Chat, I'm wrong. Ignore me. Because I was going to say, their big thing is they're going to swing high maneuver, break your base, and then you have to have another base to replace it with, just to, like, stay on tempo. Because it's not just like a base in your hand, it's like, it's an extra life with how Wing Zero has to play. But the fact that we're able to bridge crew into it is absolutely insane. Thoughts on a possible future Super Soldier engine future? I'm thinking that maybe we get somewhere future where GN Archer and Archer Arios cards and a white summon. So Ravage, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be very transparent with you. I got into the Gundam TCG simply because I love TCGs, and this reminded me of Hearthstone. Hearthstone's like one of my favorite card games ever, and I've been in the Bandai circle for a long time. Once they announced Gundam Beta, and I watched a little bit of like the demo gameplay, I watched through most of Witch and Mercury, and I started watching IBO at work recently. It's like that's pretty much like my lore knowledge of Gundam. I learn a few things as I read some more of the cards, but I can't like say I'm like proficient in them. So we dumped Clip here as the CB player saying we have to go for game. We don't have any longer we can wait. And seeing Chain go on Wing Zero and it not be a hero is a really big deal here. So the best thing we can do as Wing is swing with the Wing Zero trade over a body because then we force them to have a link in their, what, like 6 card hand. You have nothing else in hand. Like, that's just your only out. You have to reduce the damage you take, uh, go back on board tempo as much as possible. Wing can start cleaning up some of these little guys over the next couple of turns, but you just hope they don't have a link for game. And that's the other thing. Like, if you have a pilot, you probably have a link in the stack because everything just links so efficiently. You have to start with the little guys first. You always start with those in case you run into a 6 HP base, right? Because we know Wing plays Peace Million. We know they play Underground Desert Base. Their bases are all 6 HP. Because it gives us a chance for Alleluia to actually swing a shield or at the 6 HP base if there is one. I guess we'd lose if there's a last life base, but we're swinging our guy into the Wing Zero, getting the trade still, and breaching. So we're not dead if it's a last life base. Or actually, do we not have breach? I thought this had breach. Oh, we don't have the green one, so we don't have breach. Okay. Oh yeah, we're just linking for game. There we go. Okay, CB actually surprised us there, guys. That was like I said, the red HP and Pokemon like the boo 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 noise the whole time. That was a good game though. That was a good game. Definitely highlighting what CB can do if they get the cards. Like getting the pilots rolling is such a hard thing to do in this deck, but once you get it, it's great. How's our top cut? Oh, we're actually going into our next round top cut for our top four, guys. Are we feeling some more CB? Actually, I think this is going to be the fun one to watch. I know they haven't started their game up yet, so once we get it, we'll watch it. But here at one of our top four tables, this is CB against what I'm calling red purple aggro. And then here at table two, free kill and Adriano. Adriano is 1 year war. Free kill is 1 year war. Okay, we're guaranteeing a 1 year war in the final, guys. Zong is making it to the finals. It just, does it go against Celestial Being or does it go against the red purple aggro deck? That's so exciting. Like, these are decks that we knew existed, they did well with before, but giving a best of three just to like smooth things over for Celestial Being seems to help too. Because you do have lots of consistency pieces. It could be a very good deck. And if you guys are curious about these deck lists, it is open deck lists for these tournaments. It's our form of doing deck checks tonight. But you'll also see everything featured in the Eggman events as well. So if you guys are familiar with the site, it's a great repository of different decks. Okay, I think Doug hit me up with that game link here. Oh, I think he hit me up with both game links. Shout out to Doug. So this is our 1 year war mirror here. How ambitious do we think we can be, guys? I think there's a chance I could be like uber ambitious and get both games. Hey guys, can we see both games here? Oh, guys, we're going to be uber ambitious. We're watching both games. Okay, so let's just talk about the games, left to right. On the left side, 1 year war. The whole game plan for playing 1 year war mirrors is you have to decide who is aggressor and who is defender. That really just comes down to how high quality your hand is for rushing down your opponent. Now, on the right side here, we're talking red purple aggro against the Celestial Being deck. Oh, guys, welcome to ESPN. Yes, exactly. Guys, we're going to have a great time watching some games here. So on the right side, red purple aggro, they're flooding the board. They're using cost-efficient bodies. They're min-maxing the stats, and they're just going to say, we're going face, we're going to declare game as fast as possible. Busey here, he has support. That's true. ESPN, you do have to pay for. But Busey allows an opportunity for you to crack the base. We actually had the Alleluia link early with Bridge Crew, so we were able to get rid of the Yakrin, so not able to break our base. Now, it's still a possibility if there's a pilot to go with the Boosie, but that seems to be on the unlikely side, right? And now featuring the decks on the left, 1 year war mirror. Looks like we are able to clear board. We have a gun tank down, so we're playing tempo, and now we're saying, you know what? Where are we going? Are we addressing face right now? I think we're probably swinging. Oh, that sounds so loud. I need to mute that when I'm streaming. But I think you're pushing face a little bit more here on the bottom player side and Sam's side, just because he has the Zaku's and he says, you know what? If you trade with me, I'm neutral in card economy. I'm not down. No, we're actually going face still. Adriano says, you know what? I think I can win this war still. Reasons I would assume that if you have a Corsica in hand, that helps you out because it gets you a base. But then the issue is they're breaking the base still. Oh, he has double Rick Dom, that's why. Because he can go for board and push face. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, our Celestial Being player, I think they're having the time of their life over here. They have Exia to ping the rush bodies. They have First Strike on their Curios, which forces them to trade, what, like 2-3 bodies on average? or 2 to 3 card economy on average. But yeah, guys, I will say we'll be doing another one of these in roughly a month. So if you guys are excited to watch more of these online tournaments with large player bases, we will be doing what we can to make these as strong as possible. And honestly, just give you guys the most value for entertainment. Like, what else are you guys doing on a Friday night? It could be so many other things. But you coming here to play in these tournaments and watch a stream means a lot, and I appreciate y'all for it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, we supported with 2 boosties to get rid of this Curios. I mean, it makes sense. Like, Curios is going to be a really big deal if we don't address it now. Yes, you could even be eating Taco Bell on a Friday night. That is true. That is true. So the 1 year war decks, they're only coming back kind of like I mentioned at the start of the stream when we just started Top Cut, is because how greedy everyone was. You only really thrive with aggro if it's way overtuned, which is one possibility. Like Zong is a crazy card, don't get me wrong. Um, or everyone's playing way too slow decks. Because if your hand's like all top end cards, like level 8s, 9s, 7s, 6s, you're going to be dying because you have no plays against aggro. Like, people cut a lot of the anti aggro cards out of their decks besides the Lifriths. Like, Lifriths and Flats. Having both Lifriths and Flats in your deck gives a really good board state for Rezel stat lines to come into play too. Yakrin, Rezel, Mindslayer, I think it is, the Mesner. Your 4-3 stat lines are really good in this format. Hey, Exia, how we doing, man? How we doing? So if I were to say on paper how I feel the matchup on the right is between CB and the aggro deck, I think CB might just be like the perfect like I wouldn't say counter deck, but like this is what CB wants to do. They want to trade on board as much as they can. That's how they get their value. You ate Taco Bell and made Top Cut, dude. That's how you get there. Crazy. I mean, I wouldn't even say your deck fails you sometimes, Exia. Like, sometimes it's just variance that hits you. But also, there might be opportunities to learn. Because, like, one thing I would ask yourself, and I'm not, like, saying it to, like, say quality of player you are at all. Don't take this, like, negatively at all. But it's like, ask yourself, was there an opportunity where you could have done something different to change that board state? Was there a turn where you felt like, man, there's two really good lines, but they're opposite directions, and you just made the wrong call? Because reviewing your gameplay is like one really good way to improve as a player. Obviously, playing more games is pretty equivalent to like getting a lot of reps in. But if you're able to identify those pivot points and those important key turns, hey, I'm being rushed down by this deck. What's better? Is it better for me to play 2 blockers or use 2 kill commands to get rid of 2 bodies? There's reasons and merits for both of them. Depends. Like, are you scared of them playing 4 3s in the next turn so your blockers have no value? Are you scared because you think you're going to be outpoked? Are you scared of graceful demeanor? Like, those are things you have to take into account. If you're playing against a blue-white aggro deck and you have the option of using 2 close combats or 2 Lifriths, you have to take into consideration graceful demeanor can set you back and make you put into a losing position. Hello, Mau Mau. Hey, guys. Oh, she got her claw stuck. Got 2 cats. One of them says hello. They're not really smart. They sometimes get caught in furniture. But like, if that makes sense though, like it's just a really like particular situation where it's like, oh, I didn't think graceful demeanor can come up and make my Lithris actually worse than just close combating, even though Lithris do get more like value on paper. Kind of similar with the Exia. The Exia actually makes that math a little bit different because if you have the choice of close combat Exia Lithris, Exia is almost always the superior option there. just because it gets rid of a body, it threatens a trade, and if you graceful it, you don't care. You're just going to ping them again. You got graceful twice. Yeah, and if you get graceful as an aggro deck, it can put you behind on tempo, especially if it's like really positive resource wise. Like if they bounce 2 Rezel stat line, like 4 resources for 2, that's really good value and really good tempo. Oh, did our games freeze here? Our games might have froze here. Oh, they're just like, my bad, guys. Oh, guys. Oh, gosh. The cards are flying everywhere, guys. I think it's just a bug with spectator mode. Okay, left side game. Close that 1-year war mirror. Right side, the red purple rush is coming down on us really fast, but we have bodies to stabilize the board today. Oh, gosh, guys. Oh, oh, Doug, you're on top of it, man. Thank you so much. Okay, going into game 2 on the 1-year war side here. So, like I said, you have to identify who's aggressor, who's defender, or you can just say it's an all-out race to the face. I think I'm gonna like link you more often. Oh yeah, we were speed running there, guys. We were speed running there, and we're going to be getting our next match here. But red purple aggro did actually take it against the celestial being deck. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Now, of course, we did get that game on like 20 times speed at the end. And just real quick, who took. So if Adriano wins on the left side here, he makes it to the finals. So our top player here, if they win, that is the end of this game or of this set. Over here on the right side, the Celestial Being player needs to win the game to go to a game 3. But we're running through it tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying the stream and the content. But yeah, we're just kind of learning what all we can do tonight, and I've been having a great time. The near mirror match is very interesting. Oh yeah. I'm not saying like there's anything bad or broken at all. It's just a latency thing of like trying to catch up with like all the feedback. It happens with other games I played too, like Hearthstone. Guys, I talked about Hearthstone. Hearthstone, it's a Blizzard. People make the jokes like it's a small indie company. You know, they can't fix everything, even though it's like a big company. They have so many issues on like their game client. It's so irritating. But over here on Celestial Being versus Red Purple, if you lose game 1, you get to choose if you go first or second. Which, if you look at the 1-year war side here, it makes sense that if you lose the game, you're going first in the aggro mirror. Curving out going first as aggro is a huge difference. Not only because you get the extra draw, but on your level 2 play, you can play 2 1-drops and you don't burn an EX resource. And I've done this math before in like in Discord forums, just kind of explaining the difference in tempo. But if you have the exact same curve going first and second, uh, the quality of units on board favors going first every time because you end up with higher quality bodies and more face damage. And that's like with the same curve on both sides. You're liking the purple red CB or the purple red CB mirror or matchup. Yeah, it's a really fun one. It's a really fun one. But also this red purple deck is like hyper consistent. And I don't think it's anything we've like seen any inklings of before. So having it pop up out of nowhere is really cool. Yes, that is true. The Meta Mondays do reveal going first is better. Oh, the other thing I didn't even say. You draw going first in Gundam. If you go first as an aggro deck, drawing a card, you have an extra card effectively in your hand for all your future turns, which makes your curves even more efficient. So once players like kind of figured that out, that's why you saw them really opting for the going first play. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at the CB side, and this is a rough spot to come back from. Yeah, you get rid of one body. Yeah. Alicia, congratulations on making top four tonight. Really, really fast matchup. I was not expecting it. That game one looks really close, but they just barely came ahead towards the end. And we have red purple aggro making it to the finals tonight, guys. Kick Tears is going to be punching it in. Let's go ahead and expand on our other table match. Ignore my desktop in the background. Okay, so we were talking 1 year war tech. We're talking first and second curves. Right now you're playing Unicorn, which has huge value going second, but taking going first from aggro puts the deck in a bit of step ahead. Yes, it does. That's also why I like Zwarts in my deck. Because if you're taking away the going first curve from aggro and you play a blocker on level 2, it puts you in such a better world and spot. How's my night been going? It's been going great, man. Like, I got to see my locals a little bit before coming here tonight. Uh, just kind of chatting with my judge, making sure he's doing all right, because this was a pretty big turnout. I like getting a pulse check to make sure we're feeling good with the events we're running. We addressed our problems tonight. We improving them, making them better. We have a stream, so like I don't know. I can't think of many other things to have a happier ending for tonight, right? Oh, we get the NT1, so we get 2 removals off of this effect. You're probably resting that Anksha, trading over it because you're going to be repairing 2, and it gets you the most value there. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for checking in, man. Thanks for checking in. But yeah, but for just like all the things here, I love learning like all the little things we can do to improve these tournaments over time for y'all. If you guys have any comments, questions, feedback, feel free to drop them. I'm very receptive to talking to y'all, and like I said, this is an event made for y'all players, and doing as much as I can for y'all. I would love to do it for y'all if I can. Can I do these more than once a month? Probably not, because they are very long tournaments. But I think they're really good quality once we have them going. So right now we're seeing Adriano being put a little bit more on the back foot here. NT1 can opt to go face, it can opt to trade. I think they're both correct. You have to trade here unless you have a way to go for lethal. Yeah, the reason you trade here is because you're going to be killed if you don't do it. Like, there's a world they double char link you because they're going to 7 resources. Having 2 chars and 2 cost links, which is 3 cost soul for that, is not unrealistic. You can even Gundam Amuro with a char link also for game. But if you don't have that, you have to trade for boards so you don't die. And you know it's a really good aggro mirror when you're trading back and forth, like who's fighting for board, because it means you've been threatening a port spot and position where tempo is in your favor, and you're able to push damage to the point where you're threatening lethal. And there's the boy. So now you comfortably trade because you have an extra 2 bodies on board, 3 if they trade into your Zong. Like, honestly, the Zong plus pluses, if I had to tell you any card is underpriced, it's definitely Zong. Zong's such a crazy card. Yeah, we're trying to value trade over our opponent right now to make sure we don't die. I mean, you have to get rid of NT1, right? I guess you're also praying for a last life base, maybe? Or is there a world you have of 1 cost play in blue-green that makes a difference? I think you're just praying for a base in life. Rooting for more people from your country. I respect it. I respect it. I mean, even if it's a last life base, we have enough cards in hand where we could possibly link for games still, anyways. Yeah, so we're going Zaku in the face now. Yeah, it's not a last life base, so we're going for face for game. And we're going to be going into a game 3 over here, guys, for this 1-year war matchup. I'm curious, like, just who went first in game 1? I think that matters a lot too, right? Okay, let's get. They're going to be rematching and then see who goes first, second, and then after that, they're going to see who goes. But yeah, red purple in the finals against a 1-year war deck. Which one makes it which flavor? We'll find out. Yeah. But one thing that you guys are going to see me working on, this right here, 16 other decks. This is my goal. I will be fixing this on Limitless over time, and I really need to refine our filters. Oh, I put a slash there because like there's a lot of decks that really fall into the same category, like White Red Tempo, Neo Zong. Like those are probably the same decks right now, and White Red Tempo is what I used to use in like older formats when it's like Lifrith with like a bunch of red pile stuff. Yeah, like if you just see like generic blue white control, uh, it means like it just didn't fall under something. Games up, sick. Yeah, I know they're also chatting too in the game room, so I'm not paste and go, or I can paste and enter. I think I accidentally fat thumbed something there. There we go. I fat thumbed something there. Okay, so let's see. So it looks like Adriano did get to go first again. Oh, Sam actually opted to go second. Interesting. I guess that might be a nuance for like the aggro mirror if you know you're going against it. Going second could have merits. Or you might be thinking my deck might be able to outgrind his deck. Like if you're playing 4 shows in your aggro deck, you probably outgrind your opponent. But there might be some nuances there I'm just not thinking of. If I miss anything, chat, let me know. Yeah, getting ready to flood the board here. Like honestly, if you have 2 more 1-drops to play here, it's not like a wrong play, but also making sure you have the opportunity to Zong as soon as possible. Get Zong board value does matter too. Yeah, so start of your turn is going to be the longest you really think about your turn, simply for the fact that you have to identify what am I doing? What's the macro of this turn? What's the macro of the game? How do I identify the board spot I'm in? And said, you know what, I think I'm in a comfortable spot to start going face. I had the extra draw for going first. Corsica had me go hand neutral, but put bodies on board. Let's go ahead and start pushing face, make it their problem to trade into my Tall Goose token. I don't care about them too much, anyways. And everything else is just going to go on board. And like I know it's aggro gameplay, guys, so please bear with me. Like I'll do my best to make it as interesting as possible. Nothing against the players again either. But like there's only like so much you can really add to the conversation. So if I talk in circles, like I said, please forgive me on that. But Corsica of our own, so now we're even on Corsica as we've been maintaining the same hand size. Uh, Board tempo is pretty equivalent on both sides. Slightly different stat lines, but we've done slightly different things and the nuances of like gun tank ping. You're going to be trading something into. Yeah. I'm surprised we're swinging our 3-2 Zaku in. Well, I guess there's a world that you might have like a pilots go underneath the Charzaku, so you don't want to expend that yet. And Guntank's not able to go through anything. Yeah, it's a mirror. It's a mirror. Yep, and then there's the high maneuver char, break the base. Now we're able to start hitting everything, and we're identifying we are aggressor, we are pushing damage. We're going to leave it to our opponent to figure out what's going on here now. And we still have 2 resources up too, so like that could be a res, it could be 2 1-drops. Oh, yeah, putting Aksha down is pretty decent too. It's a 3-3. Good sad body. Means if you put any pilot under him, it breaks a 5 HP base. But I don't think I've seen aggro decks look at any other bases besides Corsica lately. So I'd be very surprised to see anything else. We do have the Gundam Amuro, so we are able to start initiating board trades and catching up on board. The only issue that or thing that I can see being a problem for us is the fact they have double char LR on board, which means he can search and effectively replace the cards in his hand and continue dumping. Probably have a gun tank or Angsha coming down to ping that Zaku now. And search here. Honestly, it doesn't matter. You just yeah, you take a guy that searches another guy. That's fine. That's great. You're probably seeing the Zaku, or honestly, like you're just going to be swinging your guys that can swing into these guys. It doesn't matter what goes where. It gives you the same end result. As long as Gundam Amuro doesn't go into the LR Zaku, like the trades really don't matter. You just trade. And like process of elimination, like Jim has to go into Jim. Zaku or Goose goes into Angsha. Zaku or Goose goes into the LR Charzaku, and then RX goes over one of the 2-2s, I guess, is your best line of play to guarantee the board's clear, and you have a full HP RX for your next turn. We might have a. Yep. Okay, yeah, just browser catching up here. Yeah, like I said, that's pretty much all you're looking for. You're just looking for the RX clear over a 2-2. Everything else just kind of does the math for itself for trades. And it looks like we're at the end of our turn, saying we have nothing else to play. We're going to have 2 resources up. So what's like the high roll potential of this hand quality? It could be a Zong with a Char. Do we have a Gundam Amuro to clear Gundam Amuro, guys? No, we don't. We're just flooding boards, saying, you know what, we're presenting as much damage as possible. Deal with it. You can't attack my active units anyways. Okay, so white base, gun cannon, Charazaku, gun tank. So what math are we looking for here? You're just clearing base with RX, right? No, we're holding the RX. We value. Oh, we have the draw RX. Draw X? I haven't seen him in a moment. I guess it is more Amuro links. Gives us more hand sustain. And likely it gives us game. Yep, Zaku going face. And then choice of card for game. Does Adriano make it to the finals, guys? And it looks like Adriano will be taking to the finals 1-year war against red purple aggro, guys. What an exciting mirror, hey? Yeah, so now we're just getting our final match up for the night. Yeah. What a lovely night. It's been a great evening. I've had a lot of fun. And we actually might see Trenchez just make it undefeated all the way to the finals. Like not dropping a single game tonight is really crazy to see. But yeah. But thank you so much for everyone who comes out. You wouldn't call it exciting, but it sure is something that is a good run. I mean, yeah, like you get to see high level like aggro mirror gameplay, and we get to talk about some nuances together. I mean, hearing it from me versus hearing it from a random person, I don't know how much you guys value my yapping. Yeah, now we're just waiting for them to create the room, and we will be going into the finals tonight. Yeah, and we can say this is officially the largest GD04 tournament to date now, and the only one with a top cut, or at least on record. You love aggro, so it's exciting. You know, everyone has their flavor of decks they prefer, so if you love aggro, that's fine, man. Like, I just know for myself, I'm not the biggest fan of playing aggro, but sometimes you just have to do what you have to do, right? I collect every card in the Gundam TCG, so I have played aggro before to get an NTC winner card. But if I can, I love playing board decks, something that pushes like, hey, we're playing tempo together. It's going to be as even as possible. We're going to be fighting back and forth, you know, choosing our battles wisely. And I got the message. We got the game. We're going, guys. Okay, so question for chat. Over under 5 minutes. Over under 5 minutes for the game. We have a very intricate opening play, having uh, two level two one drop two twos, 2/1/2/2s. We have two 2/1/2/2s. Gosh, that can be a lot to say really fast. You think it's over 5 minutes? It's a possibility, especially if you have ways to like present damage and trades. Oh gosh, we are curving out so well, guys. So strong of a curve. Yeah, like even when your war struggles against this, like on paper, right? Like if you have double gun tank here, yes, you clear one of the guys for free. RX with no Amro, you're not getting an immediate trade over a standing guy. You're taking 3 damage regardless here, but they only have 3 cards in hand. Like you are gassing out at some point. And 1 year war says we're on the back pedal. We are the defenders. We're going to be seeing what we can do here in this game state. Yep, there's our 3 damage. Depths. Oh, do we have another ping to get rid of the Zaku also? Oh, that's nasty. Oh, it's a Mika Link on top of that. I don't know, Vince. We might be sub 5 minutes. I should have put a timer. When did I ask the question? When did you respond in chat? I guess I can look at that, right? Okay, so we have expended all of our resources here. Oh, we got Vesalius also. Oh, we're trading into the RX? I guess we're making sure he dies on a swing, right? Oh, we trade RX. It's wrong. I'm on the wrong turn, guys. Apologies, chat. Apologies, chat. I'm just looking at the wrong turn. Wrong turn player. I saw the card swing sideways and disappear. Do we have another Mika Link in our hand? If we have a Mika Link in hand, that would be absolutely. We have a. Oh my gosh, we have a link for game, guys. Was that over under 5 minutes? Let's see. 11:06 to 11:10. That was a 4 minute game, 4 to 5 minute game, guys. Yeah, that was game one of the finals, guys. That was fast. Yeah, that was fast. That was way faster. Yeah, that was. I mean, from the looks of it, this is probably similar to like a 24 one drop deck if I had to guess. Like you're just maximizing the efficient curve and just going face calling it a day. But now we're going into game two, and we have the advantage of being the. If we lost this round, you get to choose who goes first and second. If you feel like you're better going first, you take the first curve away from them. And blue purple, we actually burned the EX resource to play 2 1 drops on our first turn. So we are just fully committing and saying, you know what? We're playing our guys as fast as possible and going sideways as fast as possible too. Having 2 turns of playing two twos, 2 1 2 2 2 1 2 1 2 2. I can say that fast, right? Rick Dom, that's a really good body to have on board because you're presenting damage while also trading. And I think it's just a like who's scared of what? You have a Zaku swing in, but then a 2-2 trades over your 1-2. And now you have to generate another swing or a damage somewhere. But we're going face. We're identifying, you know what? We feel comfortable. We're going to push. Oh, just enough to break the base, actually. We're not giving them an opportunity to trade over all of our bodies. Now we have the Busi coming down. He's going to support, giving a 1 drop a chance to crack base. What is this called? This is Mobile Suit Arena. It is a free way to play the Gundam card game and learn how cards interact. And honestly, just like test out decks, get simulate your hands. And you can even queue up with friends. Just a really good tool for learning how decks work, how gameplay goes, and they even have a ranked ladder to showcase like who's performing the best with different decks. But yeah, it's all completely free to use. Also, we do have Gundam ammo at least on the 1-year war side, so now we have opportunity to actually trade over the entire board or just about the whole board. Yeah, our one resource we are praying that we have is just a way to out-sustain, outvalue, have more cards in hand as long as possible. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you guys are excited to see how uh, the gameplay goes. Honestly, Net has evolved. We went from having super greedy decks a couple nights ago in Eggman's and my Wednesday night webcam. But yeah, this is like insane speed. I mean, it's looking faster too because we are playing on the sim, so like everything's just turning sideways faster. But yeah, you don't even have an opportunity to trade with the red purple player. Like you just have to play bodies, hope go face, and hope it's not a link in these exact two cards for red purple. If you don't have the links, oh, we have Versago coming down. You want me to? Actually, I think it's my setting I have to change here. I have it on Ultra here. Let me do that and let me turn that off. There we go. I can slow down the pace of play for you guys. Sorry. Make it a little bit easier to grasp what's going on in the board state, and we have the audio turned off now. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. When I play it, I'm on Ultra just because like I like going through as fast as possible, get as much like variance and hands tested out as possible. Man, guys, doesn't this feel like such a different pace? Too slow now? Too slow now? We'll see. We'll see how fast feels. We'll see how fast feels. I mean, realistically, there's only so many actions. Way too slow. To be fair, I got you guys so used and adapted to having the fastest pace. I think the ultra speed is really good if we have two games side by side. Like in hindsight, that's probably what we want to do. Yeah, fast does feel a little better. I agree. If I have two games side by side, I think ultra is fine. Having just one game being featured, we can just do fast rather than ultra. Gives us time to actually talk about the cards. Yeah. But yeah, I think 1-year war stabilized from the sports spot and like 5 HP base. Not a lot you can really do with just a 2/2 on one card in hand. Red purple doesn't really have card draw. So it just might be a go next and see how game 3 goes. But I just want to point out this is the very first game that red purple is likely losing this entire tournament tonight. Like you just trade over RX here because RX cracks your base, but then you have the goose token cracking your base. You have 3 swings coming at you. Like there's no shot you don't trade into RX here because if it's last life base, it doesn't matter still. You're just playing for the out that your last life is a base. Yeah, now you're just going to hope that the variance is in your favor here. Yep, and it's not last life base, that's game. We're going to game 3. There we are, guys. The very first loss we've had tonight for Kick. Oh, hello, cat. I mentioned, guys, I have two cats. They're roaming around. They sometimes beg for attention. Other times, they're just knocking cards off my table. Yeah, first loss tonight after 6 rounds of Swiss and 2 rounds of Top Cut already. Like, when I say that, like, it is actually a perfect record of going 8-0. And when I'm saying he went 8-0, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, 8-0. Even in his best of 3 Top Cuts, he 2-0'd his opponents until now. Adriano is the one-year war player. Trenches is the red-purple aggro. Okay, there's the link. We're going as fast as we can, guys, because we don't want to miss any of this gameplay. Missing 1 second this gameplay might be half of the game. Okay, we actually caught them in the mulligan phase, guys. We caught them in the mulligan phase. I mean, sometimes players just have the run, though, too. Like, it's a possibility you just roll super well that night. But yeah, okay, so Kick did opt to go first in this aggro matchup. Being the loser last round, he got the choice. Getting the extra draw, now we can play 2 bodies. Yep, there's our 2 bodies. Our curve is almost perfect, guys. Actually, it is perfect so far. I think the only thing you're really looking for is a Boosie now, because Boosie support lets one guy break base. You have 3 HP on your guy. Okay, so we didn't have it, so we're turning 2 guys sideways, breaking the base. Now, how many 1-drops are we? Are we playing 3 1-drops, guys? Who wants to think about? Is it 3 1-drops? 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop. Yep, 3 1-drops. I mean, Ollie, if I have to take a guess, like I can look at the deck list right now. They're open deck lists. If I had to guess, you're probably emphasizing 1-drops, like 24 1-drops. Like this was a deck that started popping up towards the end of GD03 in my locals. It's like 24, 28 1-drops because they play like you're playing the blue green version. You play the 4 level 1 1-drop Zaku ones because they can be searched off of Charzaku. So it's like your extra 1-drop searchable. Then you play 24 other 1-drops just to be as consistent as possible. And in those decks, you typically just play 4 Amuro. You don't even play Char. Sometimes you can do like a sneaky 1 or 2 Chars, but really you're just trying to play bodies as fast and high tempo as possible. Yeah, so now we're assessing like we're probably going face with everything here. That's what your deck's built to do. Yeah, like you're always curving out in this deck. If half your deck is what you want on your turn 1, 2, and 3, you're just going to curve out. Yeah, it does. I mean, it's a really good like top-end unit that does like 3 things at once. Okay, yeah. So we're full sending face. Hover mouse over Adriano. Oh, he is champion at GDO 3.2 tournament. Okay, so he's done very well before. I see. I see. Oh, because you have accolades on here. He won your past week tourney. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think accolades are a really cool thing to have on these like online resources too, just because you recognize like who does well where. And if they're consistent on webcam and sim, it really does show you like there is player skill expression involved in some of these decks. We have 2 Gundam Amuras. We're actually able to start clearing board, and that might be a defining feature of this match. Like, just the fact that we had double Gundam Amuro by level 5. Do we have a link in hand? No shot we have a link in hand with 2 cards, right? No, okay, it's 2 cards we drop. Okay, okay. I was going to say, guys, I swear, if we just link. Something to talk about, though. We didn't swing at that last life. There's a reason you do that. So the first reason you don't swing at that last life is in case they have a base in hand, they effectively get an extra life for free, and you have your guys vulnerable, so the RX is trading over them all. So that's something you're trying to prevent from happening, keeping as many guys standing as possible while presenting a lethal scenario. If they have a base in hand now, they have to decide, well, it's better than having a last life shield, and that's 3 resources of their turn. But it looks like we're pushing face, and we just have to acknowledge if we have a base in life, that's our only out right now. Unless it's like the last thing we do this turn, I guess. Yeah, we're just saying we have to have a last life base to live here. There's nothing else we have here. Last life check. It's a Rick. There we are, guys. Red Purple Aggro takes our tournament tonight. I just want to say thank you so much for everyone coming out and joining the stream. It was a lot of fun for everyone who played tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you guys genuinely enjoyed this gameplay. And I'm excited to see you guys join us next month. We will have more tournaments, webcam every single week on Wednesday. Once a month, we will do a Friday MSA tournament just like we did tonight. Also, I want to say big congrats to Mr. Nubsy here for taking White Purple Vulture all the way to 9th place, just barely missing top cut. So if you guys are a fan of playing Vulture, definitely check out Mr. Nubsy's list here. It's going to be one of the decks, probably gets featured in Eggman also, just as an honorable mention, because it's a really strong, unique finish for Vulture. But yeah, but that's our tournament. Thank you so much, guys.